Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation and I also founded Premarital Academy. And this topic today is finding a godly husband. And I have to tell you, I so appreciate you that you would think in those terms, that you want to find a godly husband. So this is such a vast topic. I can only touch on so much of it. And by the way, there's a course at the Premarital Academy that will help you with this. But I'm going to outline it for you so you can see in a very practical way how valuable specific techniques are in doing this. So I'm going to explain to you the basis. So first of all, why you want a godly husband is obvious. You want a man who understands that he who will bow not to a god cannot bow and care for his own wife. You want a husband who understands morality. So he's loyal to you. He's loyal to your family, to your children. That he is a great caretaker of you, a protector of you, because that's what you want. And I'm going to give you a rough outline of how to do it, but I also want to explain to you that you don't have to look so far. More importantly is for you to work on creating your filters, A, and B, creating the proper magnet. I've met women who dress inappropriately and they go to bars and they want a godly husband. Well, how is that going to work out? Who you are is what it is that will attract the right man. How you demonstrate who you are at first glance, second, third, and so on is how a godly man will come to you. So that's the creating the magnetism, and there's a very deep spiritual process behind this because it's more than just the surface. And then there's filters, because you may intend to create a godly husband, but it's also going to attract ungodly men as well. So there's two parts, isn't there? There's the part of redefining yourself and making sure that you are the kind of woman who attracts a godly man because you're a godly woman. You know, I hear from women who say, oh, where do I find an honest man? They're so hard to come by. And I ask them, do you ever speak an untruth? Well, sure. Well, there you go. And they go, but sometimes you have to. And I go, that's an excuse. So what you need to do is have these two aspects in place. I'm going to go over it one more time. One is you have to create filters. Okay? How do you do that? Well, here's how you do that. You create a list of all of the attributes that you are seeking, and you have to be very honest. Because you want a godly husband, but maybe you want him to be sexy too. There's nothing wrong with that. So you create a list and you prioritize it. And you also create another list. And that's a list of the things you don't want. Now, if a man drinks alcohol, uses drugs, swears all the time, that's not godliness. So you want to list the attributes of a non-godly man so you know what to stay away from. And also notice the things that are not godly that you may be attracted to, because this is where the other list comes into play. So the other list is a list of defining who you are and then redefining you are through self-effort, where you're going to recreate you in the image that you know will attract the kind of man you want. Now, this stuff takes time. I'm not going to lie to you. It does. Sure, there's love at first sight, but you need to be prepared. And once you begin, there's this other guy, Satan, who is going to try and fool you. He may send somebody early on, before you've done all the work you have to do, who appears to fit the criteria that you want, but you haven't done all the work yet. You haven't prioritized your lists yet. You haven't checked them. You haven't gone through it well enough. Then he can be even sneakier. He could send you the perfect guy, but there's something that turns you off, that maybe he drops something into your mind that will have you reject the perfect soulmate who is godly. So you have to do the work first. You cannot accept, oh, well, I've been dating George or Edgar, and I think he's a godly man. You got to do the work first. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I think the greatest advice that I can give you is for you to go to Premarital Academy and get the course. We made it intentionally very inexpensive. It's called Finding Your Soulmate or Dating Course, and it's intentionally very inexpensive because we want your marriage to be a very spiritually fulfilling marriage, so that your children are raised in a home that is filled with light, harmony, and love. So I want you to do me a favor now. Just like the video, share it with others. If you have a comment or a question, put it in there. I'm very happy to interact with you. Other than that, my blessings to you and my prayers for you. Not that you find the right man, but that you do the work so that the godly man, the man who walks in light, will find the woman, you, who walks in light, and you will have a spiritually fulfilling marriage. God bless you.